Okay, hi guys. Talking to the advanced group. So I'm just going to give you a summary of all the things that you are going to be doing as per your April outcomes PDF sheet, and I'm just going to go through them. So it's just three things. It's just your technique, your harmony, and then the repertoires are going to be in video form as well, just separately from the technical stuff and the theory. Okay, so obviously because you're advanced, there's a lot of expectations. So one expectation is that you guys know all of your major scales, and you can go through all of your modes, right? Because the first heading in the technique is for you to know your major scales for octaves, but in sixths, right? And how I want you to think about sixths here is like this. So how we normally get it wrong is that if we're in the key of C, right? We know that C, in the key of C, A is the sixth, right? But when we say play the scale of C major in sixths, we mean that C becomes the sixth of a particular key. What this prevents is you changing the melody of the scale. So if you harmonize the scale with the sixth that's in the key above, you change the melody because the melody now starts on the sixth. So to keep the melody, you have to harmonize this a sixth down, right? Now, if C has to be a sixth of a key in order for us to harmonize it properly, we have to find out where C is the sixth, and we know that that's in E flat, right? But that does not correspond with our key, right? So in our key, this interval E is natural, right? What that means is C is then the minus sixth of the key of E major, and that would be true. Because that's the sixth, okay? So what that means is you're going to be playing the C major scale and then harmonizing it a minus sixth down to get proper fingering, to get your scale in sixths, right? Now the one thing about this scale, this exercise is that it can be seen in different ways. So this, if you understand your modes clearly, you'll see that this is just C Ionian being harmonized by E Phrygian, which is how I want you to understand this, okay? That in order to harmonize a C major scale in sixths, you just play the Ionian and Phrygian pair, where the Phrygian scale is on your left hand and the Ionian is on your right hand. It's even better to locate like that than having to count the intervals. So you just tell your brain that you're playing the Ionian mode on your right hand, and then you're playing the Phrygian mode on your left hand. On your left hand within the scale you're busy with or practicing. Okay, so what that means is we take the same major scales we know, or the same modes we know, and superimpose them in order to create harmonies, okay? This could have been any pair. This could have been C Ionian plus Lydian, which is a nice fourth or chordal harmonic, exercise, but this is more like home. Sixths harmonize each other nicely because they are indeed thirds, okay? So that's what you're going to do for your major scales, and that's how you're going to play them in sixths, okay? So you're going to go to any key, for instance, C sharp, And then you're going to take the Ionian mode on your right hand, and you're going to take the Phrygian mode on your left hand, and then you're going to combine them for me, okay? And all of this is going to happen in all 12 keys. But you can choose 4 keys to focus on for now if 12 keys is a heavy load, okay? So you'll just complete the 12 in 4s. All right, so that's it for major scales in 6th. You're just going to think Ionian plus Phrygian. For now, you're going to think of those as a pair. So we're just going to study Phrygian and Ionian together as a pair and how they relate to give us this nice major scale voiced in 6th. Okay?